of the Blazers, let's talk about the star, Damian Lillard. The media seems to be pushing this idea that
They've been pushing that for years.
yeah, but like it's kind of heavier now because he's playing such great ball.
Yeah.
Like this is definitely one of his top seasons.
Yeah.
I'd probably say maybe not his best, but one of his best.
The media wants Lillard to leave, and I don't think he's going to go anywhere. I think he's said it again and again. I think even most recently last week or even by the All-Star game, it's like a repetitive question that he keeps having to answer and say that he's not going anywhere. And I think that is true. I think he won't go out of his own volition. I don't think he's going to go if he had the option to. And I think he will stay there because he's built his whole family kind of lives with him now, and he's got a whole crew around him. And I think he's just gonna stay right there. I don't think he's gonna go to the Lakers like how a lot of people want him to.
No.
It would be cool to see him team up with like Curry. Like that would be dope to see like two really good 3-point shooters next to each other. But I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
Yeah, he did
outside the All-Star game.
Right, like he has pretty much made it clear he doesn't want to leave. And something he said that was kind of caught my interest was people like to talk about the pros of going to a big market, but no one likes to talk about the cons. In his case, the con would be, let's say he goes to a big market team, gets injured, and then he goes to this team and then doesn't really build a rapport or like a credibility, and then his injury's longer than expected, and he just gets replaced just like that, and he's back to square one with the third team within a year or two or however long he's injured. So he likes to take into consideration that like there's always going to be pros and cons in these sort of like trades or going to different teams. And I think in his eyes, he wants to win a title first before he does anything. So yeah, he seems pretty adamant about staying with Portland.
He's a right till I die bitch.
Yeah. So kind of like back to like the big market teams. Do you think like it's really outside of like chasing rings or trying to be a superstar player from like a business perspective, do you think it's good to be in those big market teams? Like my perspective is like if you're good, people or businesses will find you regardless where you're at. Look at LeBron. He was in Cleveland. He's one of the biggest. He started in Cleveland. He's one of the biggest superstars, and then he's built from that. I think going to larger cities only works if you're looking for business ventures outside of endorsements. An example of LeBron, I think he has his own movie studio or production, so that's why he has to be in LA. So I think that it just depends on your priorities of like why you're in this big market city. And I think the biggest benefit is not star power; it's just more of business power. I think if you're in a larger market.
In a larger market, I think it's easier to make a name for yourself too.
Exactly.
You can be like a semi-decent player in a big market, but be touted as something that is more than you are. For example, Kyle Kuzma, right? Kyle Kuzma is a really questionable player, right? But he's like, if you look at like his All-Star votes in his rookie year, he was up there, and he was just a role player doing exactly what his role was. And I think like when you're looking at taking a name for yourself in a big market, I think it's just an easier thing to do. I think if CJ McCollum was playing for the Lakers, I think he'd be an all-star every year. I think that would be, I just think that's the case. And I think that would help his business profession.
Hi, thanks for watching the clip. If you're interested for the full episode, go to the description for the full episode link. Or if you're interested in more content clips, feel free to check out my channel for all the clips available. Thank you again for watching, and make sure to like, subscribe, and share.